Welcome back. I hope you're doing amazing. I'm going to be showing you how you can make a hydrating mist that's for a dry, flaky, or itchy scalp. It's infused with rosemary and neem. These herbs are very powerful herbs that soothe and calm the scalp. They help to nourish your hair strands. So if you're dealing with any type of itchy scalp, flaky, dry scalp, this is very calming and soothing on your scalp. So I'm going to be showing you how I make this step by step. Let's go on and get started. And if this is your first time stopping by, my name is Esther. I make DIY hair and skincare videos here on YouTube. I'm also a business owner. I sell my handmade bath and body care products online. And I also teach formulating classes. I have ebooks. Everything I mentioned is always linked in the description box. Let's go on and get started. I'm going to be making my own hydrosol and I'm using some dried rosemary herbs. You can also use fresh rosemary. I'm also going to add in some neem herbs as well. You can use fresh. You don't want to use powders. So the dried herbs are okay or the fresh herbs are okay. So I have my distiller. I'm just going to add in the dried herbs. And I'll show you how I use my machine to make the hydrosol. You don't have to purchase a machine. You can also use a pot. I have a video showing how I do that as well. I will link it in the description box. And just in case you're not familiar with hydrosols, they are basically floral waters that are produced through steam distillation. You can also go ahead and purchase your own rosemary hydrosol. I'll also link a supplier in the description box in case you don't want to go through the trouble of making your own. So I just have everything prepped. I've connected my distiller, my tubing, and I'm using some ice. If you're going to make your own hydrosol, you need a lot of patience and you need a lot of ice. So the machine is going to produce the steam and that's going to be extracted in my beaker down below. The whole process took me about 30 minutes or so to extract the hydrosol. The beauty of making your own hydrosols, you can create whatever you like, whatever combination you want to use, whatever herb combination, and make your own unique hydrosols. But like I said before, you can always purchase your own hydrosol. There are so many amazing options online. So this process, like I said, took about 30 minutes. And once everything was extracted, I'll show you what my hydrosol is looking like. I was able to extract a little over 400 ml of hydrosol. And with hydrosols, they're more stable than just boiling your herbs in water or infusing your herbs in water. The hydrosols tend to last longer. So I just went ahead, I packaged it up because I don't need this entire amount for this formula that I'm making. So I'm using a glass bottle to store my hydrosol. I'm going to start out weighing out my ingredients. I'm using some vegetable glycerin. This is a humectant that attracts moisture to your hair, to your skin. And I'm also using this to help incorporate my preservative into this formula. Since this is a water-based product, I need a preservative and I'm using Euxil PE 9010. This is a broad spectrum preservative. It's effective against bacteria, yeast, and mold. It's not very water soluble, so because this is a mist, I want to be able to blend this properly into the formula. So that's where the glycerin comes in. So I'm just giving this a quick mix to get it blended together. And After mixing, this is what it's looking like. I'm just going to go ahead and set it aside. I'm adding in the rosemary and neem hydrosol. Rosemary helps to increase blood circulation to your scalp. It's going to help stimulate hair growth. Neem has anti-inflammatory benefits, so they're both good for dandruff, itchy scalp. It helps to calm and soothe scalp irritation. Next is some lavender hydrosol. This floral water is very hydrating for your hair. It's very soothing on the scalp. It has anti-inflammatory benefits. If you don't have this, you can omit this and just replace this amount with some distilled water. I'm going to add in some DL-panthenol, also called vitamin B5. This is very moisturizing and soothing for both your hair and your scalp, and it has anti-inflammatory benefits as well. Next is some aloe vera 200x powder. You can also use aloe vera juice or aloe vera gel. This is very soothing and calming for your scalp, and it also provides hydration to your hair. Next is some methyl sulfonyl methane, also known as MSM. This ingredient is packed with sulfur. It has amazing anti-inflammatory benefits for your scalp. It helps to soothe and balance your scalp, and it also helps with production of collagen, keratin, which helps to reduce hair breakage. I'm adding in some propendile, which provides deep hydration for your hair, for your scalp. It helps with moisture retention, so it's good for a dry, itchy, and flaky scalp. You want to give everything a good mix. The powders dissolve very quickly. Within a minute or two, all the powders dissolved. To add some scent to this mist, I decided to use some essential oils. I'm using some rosemary essential oil. Please note that this is completely optional. The hydrosol already provides a lovely natural scent to this mist, but I just wanted a little something extra. So you can omit the essential oils. I also added in some lavender essential oil. So this blend of essential oils give a refreshing additional scent to this mist. To help incorporate these oils into the mist, I'm going to use a solubilizer. I'm using a natural solubilizer, polysugar mousse D9. You can also use polysorbate 20 as an alternative, or Tigosol 61. So I'm adding this solubilizer into the essential oils, and I'm just going to mix for about a minute or so to get it incorporated with the essential oils. So now I'm going to start combining the ingredients together. So I'm going to add my water phase ingredients to my preservative and vegetable glycerin mix. I'm going to mix this for a while, maybe about a minute or so, just to get the preservative mixed into the water phase. I ended up using my magnetic stirrer. So because I'm trying to incorporate the essential oil blend, I decided to use my magnetic stirrer to make the process a little bit easier. So I added in my solubilizer mixture bit by bit. So a lot of times when you are incorporating oils into water, you might end up with a cloudy finished product. I was trying to avoid that by going really slow, but then I got a little bit impatient. So if you're using this solubilizer, just take your time, mix it very slowly. So add a little bit at a time. When it becomes clear, then add the next portion of the solubilizer. So I added too much here, so it ended up being cloudy. It did clear up a little bit, but it's just something to keep in mind that you want to work slowly if you're adding your solubilizer mixture. So this is what it looks like. There is some bubbles, a bit of lather on the surface, and it is cloudy. But I went ahead to check the pH. I used my digital pH meter to check the reading. I just rinsed it off in some distilled water and I checked the reading here. So the pH fell at 5.63. I was okay with this. The pH of our hair falls between 4.5 to 5.5. So this is honestly okay. It's not too far off. So because my mixture is still a bit cloudy and I had all the bubbles on the surface, I decided to just set it aside, let it rest for a few hours and just check on it later. So I covered it up with some foil and I just let it sit for about 4 to 5 hours, and I'll show you what it looks like after it's been sitting for about 5 hours. And here's how the rosemary hydrating mist is looking like. So it has cleared up much more than before. All the bubbles, the lather is gone from the surface. So feel free to make substitutions, changes, and make this formula recipe your own. This is what I use for my own hair type and my own scalp, and it works amazing for me. So just customize it and just make it work for you. But I'm going to go on and share the formula recipe right here. The rosemary mist is ready and you can use this right away. Feel free to make substitutions, changes, make it work for your own hair, your own scalp. But this is super hydrating for your hair. If you have a dry, itchy, or flaky scalp, this is extremely soothing and calming. I just spray around my edges and the back of my scalp because that's where I deal with my scalp psoriasis. So I massage that into my scalp, and I also spray my hair strands as well. So you can use this as a daily hydrating mist for both your hair and your scalp. And depending on how your scalp functions, for me, I use a hair serum, a water-based hair serum, and then I use a hair oil for my hair strands. So definitely test it out and see if you like it and if it works for your own hair. But I personally find this extremely soothing for my dry, flaky, and itchy scalp. But I hope you enjoyed my process for making this mist. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments and I will do my best to answer them. And if you want to consider joining my Patreon, if you need help with your formulating questions, I have my Patreon linked in the description box. I offer 2 memberships and I release 2 bonus videos every month on my Patreon. But thank you so much for the support that you show me here. I'm truly grateful for each of you. And thank you so much once again, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.